We get chat ban when we're not saying bad words. So I'm not going to say that all chat bans are warranted, because yes, there's false positives in every system. So it's very possible that someone in this chat got chat banned and you weren't actually a bad person, and I'm sorry, that happens. Now, that said, when we ban you, we're very often banning patterns of behavior. And so when you're like looking and you're like, I didn't say anything necessarily bad when I got banned. Again, might have been a mistake. But a lot of times what that means is that you are repeatedly doing things that, even if it might not be explicitly a bad word, like, yeah, you're not saying racial slurs, it probably means you are repeatedly doing things that cause people to want to report you and enjoy the game less. And so the question to ask yourself as you're banned is like, do you have a pattern of behavior that is causing people to continuously report you? Right? And so, as an example, if you've seen the LYTE smites from like back in like 2012, there used to be a dev at Riot who worked on player behavior named LYTE, and very often like we would get things where like a player would come on the forums and be like, "Hey, I got banned unjustly. What's going on with this?" And they'd be like, "Do you want us to check into it?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And then we'd check into it, and like most of the time, it's like, "Well, actually, you're just kind of like being a jerk to people repeatedly every single game. And yeah, you aren't saying racial slurs, but that doesn't mean you aren't creating like a negative experience for the people in your games." And so just like a reminder that like we ban unless it's like really really obvious, like like going like 040 or something, which ideally that would get you banned pretty quickly, or like saying like just spewing racial slurs nonstop for a game, right? We ban patterns of behavior. So some folks are like, man, if I like get mad in one game, is Riot gonna ban me? It's like, well, not necessarily. Everybody has a bad game every once in a while. But if you keep doing it repeatedly, we're going to identify it's like this person is repeatedly making other people miserable, and like that's going to result in you getting bans.